I got a tripod. So my video is about to get way better. On this video specifically, I'm putting in a new head unit and new speakers. It's only a single cab, so only it's 4 speakers. It is loud in the shop. It's quiet right now, but it's pretty loud in the shop, so you're not going to be hearing me talk as much unless it's in the vehicle. But other than that, it shouldn't take that long, but everything takes long. So it is currently 6:47. So let's see how long this takes. All right, if anyone's curious what speakers I got, if you're trying to do this to your 1500, this is a 06, 03, 1500 Ram. I got this head unit, and everything will be linked in the description. But I did purchase all these off of Amazon. This is meant for a Dodge, and it's more of like an OEM look. So it's not like a huge screen, but I wanted the OEM look, and you'll see it when I open it. But for the speakers, these are the rear, and this is 6.5, and I got 2 of them. They're behind both of the passenger and driver seat, like on the side. I'll show you where. And then these are for the door speakers, and this is 6x9. And my buddy Devo from Dynasty Garage, he has these, and he has the same truck but diesel, and they're really good. But he has subs as well, so many of them subs. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, I'm in the truck now, and I have my drill. Especially if you have a drill, this screw right here is right there. You're gonna take that out, and there's only one screw holding this dash, this part of the dash in. And now I'm just gonna take my finger here, I'm gonna pull it out, just like that. Make my way around. Make my way around, and there goes all my change. But now it's gonna be pulled out, and I'm just gonna disconnect all these connectors, and then yeah. All right, now that I got that off and I got all of these disconnected, you're gonna want to go ahead and unscrew this screw, this Phillips, this Phillips, this Phillips, and that'll pop out, and there's gonna be more connectors. I'll show you when I get there. All right, so now I got it out. If I'm not mistaken, this is your antenna, and this is everything else. And it's just 2 things, so it's pretty straightforward. This just pops out, and then this is another like regular clip that you're gonna have to press in and then pull out. All right, so I got everything plugged in. This is the A grouping of wires, and so your factory harness is this back clip, and then the wiring kit that they provide, the gray piece will click into that, and then for your power, it's going to be that black one there, and then you're going to connect that green one as well. If you want to, and then also there's this like GPS thing in there that you need to stick up there. I have yet to stick it, but that screws into this back left piece. The antenna doesn't fit, so you're probably not going to get radio or anything like that. I'm sure you can get an adapter, but I don't really care about that. And I'm not going to wire up the camera just yet today, because just for time's sake. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to get this back in and fire it up. All right, so now I'm just going to turn auxiliary on. And there it goes. So I'm gonna get everything set up and pretty sure this button up here is what controls the Bluetooth. And then everything else you can just go through. But yeah, that's about it for this for right now, and then I'm gonna get to these speakers. All right, to take your door panel out, you have a Phillips here, and then 2 Phillips at the bottom, and then a Phillips here on the top, and then you're gonna have to take your door handle off, and that is with a T40 hex bit. Oh, and then also you take this off. It slides out this way and up. Then you just disconnect it, and then it exposes everything. It's pretty simple. Oh, and then when you go to take it off, you pull up and out, and then you'll be good. And then for the speaker, it's 2 Phillips at the top, 2 Phillips at the bottom. All right, so before taking everything apart, I went ahead and I played music on that to make sure that the speakers worked with the unit. And they do. So I went ahead and took that speaker out, and my positive is going to be with the red, my negative is going to be with the blue. So I'm going to cut this here, and they come with these guys here. So these go onto the speakers, and these, the one with the black wire is going to be my ground. The one with nothing is going to be my power. So I'm going to split those and solder them accordingly. I have these butt connectors that have solder in them. I'm just going to use a heat gun to melt the solder in there to get a good connection. Alright, so it is another day. I didn't get it all finished on the last clip, but pretty much I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew that, and unscrew one over there, and any other ones that might pop up I'll show you, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Maybe those. But to do the rear, I take that out, and then I'm gonna take a panel out over there and over here, and then it'll expose the speakers. And yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. All right, so yeah, it is just those 3 bolts. They are T20s. So yeah, it's just those three T20s, and I just slid that right out. And now I'm gonna pull these trim pieces. All right, so I've gotten the panel out. What you need to do is the bottom strap, you gotta take that off, and that is with a T50. You take that bottom one off, and then you're gonna take that off. You pull this. I'll show you on this. You just tear that top piece off. It's just clipped on, and that's also a T50. You can just let that hang, and then back again with your T20. I'm gonna take this off. To take this off, you pull it out, and then there's this little clip right here. You push down, and then that'll pop all the way out. And then there's not one there, not one there. You're gonna have to do that to these 2 as well. And you gotta take this whole back piece off so you can get to the speaker. And the speaker is just Phillips screws. And yeah, I'm gonna take this back piece off. All right, so I got my speaker out, and I got the original connector cut off. And again, I have black and purple, and I'm gonna assume that the black is ground. If it's not, no biggie, it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and connect my speaker wire. I already have, these are called butt connectors, and they have the solder already in them. You just have to heat them up. I use a lighter. But these, I'm gonna go black to black, and then just gray to purple. And then these are gonna go to my speakers, with black going to ground, and then the regular going to the gray, whatever, going to the positive. And then I'm just gonna hook everything back in. this is the speaker that is in. I used one of the provided screws for the bottom, and then also for this side. This was I had to drill this hole out myself, but then this one went into the factory hole, and I used the factory screw for that. And it's on there pretty good, so there's no rattle or anything. And it's pretty much the exact same thing on the other side. That's gonna wrap this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm gonna be doing a sub and amp run up with Dynasty Garage, and yeah, we're gonna do that hopefully within the next month. So stay tuned for that video. I want to get a new bed for this truck, but that's like way later on. If I find a deal on Facebook, then yeah, I'll get it. But other than that, that's about it. I am going to be doing interior upgrade, so stay tuned for that video. I love you. Peace.